Friends, welcome to Tech Blueprint, your go-to channel for technology design, product configuration walkthroughs, and real-time business use cases with the practical industry solutions. Lot more to come. Please subscribe to this channel.
Today we are going to see how YouTube algorithm works. Before getting to details, let's quickly ask ourselves a few questions. I put so much effort to develop my content. Before developing content, thinking process, what topic I have to do it, how much research I have to do it. Once that is done, the content creation process starts. During that process, we try to work on the best quality of videos, best content of slides, anything could be. We put so much effort. Once that is done, it will take hours to edit the videos to make it perfect. Have you ever asked this question? When I publish the video content to YouTube, what happens? Generally, we just publish and leave it, then probably looking at our the channel dashboard, how overall happening. But once it's published, what happens? If you try to understand, that's going to help whenever I'm creating my content. There are two aspects of that. One is I put so much of effort to create the content. After that, the content, how it is going to behave, how YouTube promoting that video to others. If I understand, there are few feedback I can take it from that and apply to my content creation. That is going to make more productivity for us. If you want to know how the YouTube algorithm works, this is a video must watch. Okay, YouTube algorithm. As I said, the content is ready. Now I'm publishing that video. How I publish? Where the YouTube channel, my dedicated space, upload the video, give a title for that, give a small description for that, then add the tags and few other properties which we fill it and just publish that video. The moment you publish the video, what happens? The YouTube behind the scene, the YouTube software takes that video and reads the metadata information like tags, title, these information, and it collects that information. Once it collects that information, the important thing happens: classification. The other way to call it indexing. If you are working in IT, the indexing word is quite familiar, particularly if working in the databases. The indexing concept is quite familiar. Let's give a simple example. I have a bag. There are mixed color of balls within the bag. If someone asks me, can you give me the count of red? So what I do, I'll open the bag. I try my best to find out the red balls and give the count. There's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it, each color I put it in a separate bag. If someone asks the red ball count, if someone asks the count of red balls, I can easily pick up from that bag and give the answer to them. So what's the difference between the first and the second? We grouped together. We made easy to readable. Exactly. That's the same concept. The indexing happens. Once the indexing is done, it's published that video to small set of users to collect their views on the content. I'm using here small set of users. We'll come back on that bit later. I think third or fourth slide I have a bit of explanation for that. But now let's assume it goes to a small set of users. Again, that users, they might watch the video, maybe they clicked it and moved to the next one, or watched, liked it, they shared their comments, and further they shared somebody else. Something happened. The small set of users played with the video content. Now that information again goes for indexing. For example, that small set of users, the interest in the positive signal, there is a more chance that video content will go to the wider audience to view and comment. Yeah. So if we understand, now move to the next one. Once the information is collected, the next process called video ranking. See, we all know ranking needs to be measured in certain way. Somebody got a first prize, second prize. There is a certain process which is followed. Out of that, we are declaring first and second. See here, similar concept. YouTube also ranking them with a certain attributes or properties. These are the properties. The first one called click-through rate, CTR, watch time and session time, engagement, likes, comments, shares, audience retention and rewatches. These are the 4 or 5 attributes. While the small set of group of people watching, the YouTube process is collecting that information. Yeah. From this information, the result of this information is positive. There's so many people liked our video. Then it goes to the wider audience again. During this process, it gets updated the indexing again. This process keep on going. Let's rewind little back. If I publish a video, nobody sitting in YouTube taking your video, do all this manually. There is a process, there is an algorithm which is already written and deployed. That process does everything internally. So now, so far we understand the YouTube algorithm. Video is published and initially processed based on the information, tags and title, and again done the indexing, given that video content to small set of group of people, they given their suggestions, their views, and it is coming to the ranking. While doing the ranking, it takes 4 or 5 attributes. Then it is coming as an outcome of that video. Video outcome could be positive or negative, we don't know, but the process collects this information. Let's keep on going on. Now let's look at the next slide. Ranking process. We saw the 4 or 5 property. Each property, what exactly, how it calculates the signals. Let's take the first one, click-through rate, CTR. For example, I publish a video, mastering JavaScript for web development. I give a beautiful thumbnail, beautiful title, everything. So my video goes viral. I see impression count of 80k and the clicks of 3200. How the CTR is calculated? Clicks divided by count. In this case is 4%. I got 4% of CTR. Now next one is watch time. This is where I publish another video. The total video length is 12 minutes. Total watch time is 3600 minutes. Closely 60 hours. This is a straightforward calculation. The third one is engagement rate. The likes, comments, share, how that is being calculated. So another video I published. That video, the likes 1500, dislikes 300, comments 400, total views 20,000. The formula is to calculate that and giving the engagement rate. And the last one to see audience retention. This is again straightforward. My video length is 8 minutes. The average watch time, it's not a watch time, average of that video could be 20 people, 10 people. How much they watched, how much time they watched the video. The average of that take, that is 4 minutes. And if I want to calculate the percentage of that, you see in screen. So like this, each property, there is a way of calculating. Again, this all happens behind the scene. Do you know when we are publishing a video, this all somebody will be calculating and doing manually? No. It's all done behind the scene. So this outcome, for example, CTR 4% and watch time is higher, my engagement rate is 10.5 and audience retention I got 50%. This is one of the good video which is going on because people keep liking it and that keep the indexing gets updated. Okay. So now we saw the first slide how the algorithm works. Within the algorithm, what is the key part? It's a ranking. Do the ranking. What are the key attributes are used? Each attributes how it is calculated. We saw here. Okay.
Now we are moving to the next slide. We saw the first slide how the YouTube algorithm works. Through that process, the most important thing, ranking. The ranking has its own attributes, and we saw the next slide those attributes values, how it is calculated. That is giving the information to process further. When I say further, it is publishing the videos to wider audience based on the attributes results. So now we might be thinking, what is the point of knowing the algorithm and the details of the ranking? What is the value addition I'm going to get it from that? How I can take that value addition and start applying in the content creation. So that's the checklist we are going to see here. The first attribute we saw, click-through rate, CTR. The best CTR value, I have to give the best compelling titles and eye-catching thumbnails. This is my first checklist. The second one is, if I want to increase the watch time and the session time, I need to create the high quality, engaging content that keeps the viewers keep watching. And the structure of the video also important. We need to give that flow where the viewers can easily go through. Let's move on to the third item. This is again engagement. We saw the likes, comments, shares happen. So this is a bit more when we are creating the content, how we can bring the audience or the viewers can participate. Such a way we need to give a content.
Sometimes we create a content looking at our aspects. Let's look at as a person who's watching what he might be thinking, how he can share his views. Accordingly, if we generate the content, it's a simple ask. If you like this video, comment. If you want to improve this video, comment. Simple way of navigating the viewers. The fourth one is audience retention and rewatches. Again, pretty much it goes with our engaging aspects, creating the content short so that the audience keep focused, make it more interesting. Yeah. So this 4 or 5 elements, I take it as an essential checklist. Whenever I'm creating the next video, I use this checklist for reviewing my content, whether I've followed these aspects. Why I need to follow these aspects? Because YouTube algorithm demands these things. In such a way, I draft my content that is going to help, that is going to give higher rating or higher ranking for my video, that gives the opportunity to get viewed by more viewers. Okay, let's move on to the last slide. It's a bit of summary. There are few insights I have to share, and giving a summary, YouTube doesn't treat all videos equally at first. Initially, the algorithm shows videos to a small group of users. Here we are going to discuss who is this small group of user in a minute. Based on the user engagements, likes, comments, watch time, accordingly the YouTube adjusts the visibility. More likes, views could increase the chances of getting our videos to broader audience. So now let's look at who is this small user group. Just to give an example, if you're a YouTube channel member for quite some time, you might have a decent number of subscribers. So whenever you publish new videos, this goes to your subscriber. That's what called the small user group. They get chance to view your video. Based on their reaction, it moves to the wider audience, which we saw previously. So while hearing this one, I'm getting another question. What happens if I don't have subscribers? For example, my channel is new. Then YouTube test your video with a small group of users based on content relevance, user interest, previous watch history. So it means randomly choosing some set of group of users and publish it. So further, if you look at, if I don't have new subscriber, again YouTube applies its own logic to distribute your video to different people. Is there any other way I can get more audience? Yes. That's where the recommendation. You promote your videos in the other social platforms like Facebook, Insta, TikTok, so that those audience start looking at your YouTube content. Okay, so now we are coming to the end of the session. I hope this content is useful, and thanks for watching this video. See you soon in different topic.